Right? May it please your work. The Uganda Communications Commission, working closely with the Uganda Police, we've arrested Mr. Lubowa Saava, a journalist or media practitioner with TV10 Mazima, Gano Mazima. He was arrested because from 2018, he has been operating an online TV called TV10 Gano Mazima, where he has been broadcasting a lot of content about so many things in this country and people. What he has been doing is comparable to what other TVs do. The only difference being that for him he does it online. As UCC, we've repeatedly guided Dean and others that if you're running an online TV platform like TV10 Gano Mazima, you should apply and obtain a license from UCC. We have also guided the industry that if you broadcast, you must pay attention to the requirements of the law to balance all the content that you air. If you're reporting about a person, can you give them a fair hearing? Can you balance your stories and ensure that your stories are fair and not biased and objective? Now, with Mr. Lubowa Saava, for a long time, UCC has been receiving so many complaints from so many members of the public because of his unprofessional broadcasts, where he would abuse people, call people all manner of names, convict them unheard. And in 2024, UCC received complaints from many people, but we picked out complaints from 3 people: Alex Lutaya Mukobazi, Postbank Uganda Limited, and Professor Dungu Katerega. They had complained about episodes that Lubowa had been broadcasting on his platform, and these had a lot of issues that they were disclosing about those named parties. But in all his broadcasts, there was no evidence that he had balanced the stories, that he had given the other parties a chance to share their perspective. And so when they complained to UCC, in accordance with our mandate, we wrote to Dean Lubowa Saava and TV10. We brought to his attention the complaints. We summoned him at UCC to come and respond to the complaints. We also convened a hearing between him and the complainants. But in all those, Dean Lubowa ignored all our invitations. His lawyers in one of the cases responded saying he cannot come before UCC because some of these matters were pending in court. We guided him and his lawyers that UCC as a regulator, we have a duty. Even when a matter is pending in court, if it breaches the minimum broadcasting standards and if you are operating illegally, we have a duty under the law to call you to order and guide you to ensure that you operate within the law. After a lot of attempts to hear Dean Lubowa, on the 22nd of August, we issued a decision where we are guiding him to basically accord the other people a chance to share their perspective on the stories. We also told him to stop broadcasting until he has obtained a license from UCC, because he doesn't have one. What he did, he went again on his platform and began abusing everybody, insulting people, being personal against so many people, including the leadership at UCC, many personalities. He continued with attacking the victim that had complained to UCC. As usual, UCC continued to engage him. We had a meeting with him on 10th of September where he apologized before UCC and said, okay, give me 1 week, I'll come before you and properly apologize to everybody, and also ensure that, one, I get a license and begin operating professionally. Unfortunately, from that time, Dean Lubowa has never come back to UCC. He has never applied for a license. He has not apologized to UCC or the people that he had actually defamed. He has also not stopped broadcasting. So as a regulator, we cannot sit and watch somebody violating the law and the rights of other innocent people. Our duty is to protect the public. So we call this, the charges we brought against Dean Lubowa are not personal. They are all brought to ensure that Dean complies with the law by getting a license and ensuring that if we issue a directive against him, he complies with those directives. So we've charged him with 3 counts: illegal installation of a TV without a license. That one, under the law, if he's convicted, he can be sentenced to up to 5 years or pay a fine of up to 3 million. The second count is broadcasting without a license. If he's convicted, he can be sentenced to up to 1 year or be ordered to pay a fine of 960,000. The last count is disobedience of the orders of the commission. If he's convicted, he can be sentenced to up to 2 years or pay a fine of 960,000. We are not the court. I've reported before court that investigations in the matter are complete. We have all our evidence on record. And his lawyers have asked for time to be disclosed too. We are going to disclose all the information on our file. And on 13th of October, inshallah, we shall present our witnesses and bring evidence to prove that all the counts were committed by Dean. And the court will determine whether he's guilty or not. At the end of the day, as UCC, our role is to ensure that people enjoy their rights in accordance with the law. So we want to use this chance to call upon all other people who are running online TVs and radios. If you're running an online TV, radio, a blog that requires a license, as we've defined in our regulations, please come to UCC. The process is very open, very transparent. You get the license, you operate properly. And for those of you who are licensed, can you respect the rights of people? You report respectfully, be factual, be objective, balance your stories. At the end of the day, we want to balance the rights of everybody. Freedom of expression under Article 29 in the Constitution of Uganda is not an absolute right and freedom. You can express yourself, but do so in a way that does not violate the rights of others. So we call upon all other people, please do not wait for us to come for you. Come to UCC, get a license, and avoid being in this situation. And if people complain against you, and UCC writes to you inviting you to appear for a hearing, please respect UCC. Come, appear, present your case. The commission is fair. We'll make a decision that protects everybody's right. But if you just go on and abuse, insult people, that is not acceptable, and UCC will continue using the law to ensure that all offenders are brought to book. Dean Lubowa is our friend. And as UCC, our desire is to support the industry to grow. And that's why we don't enforce every day. We've issued several directives and warnings, guidance to the industry, telling people to come and willingly comply. Even for Dean, in our decision of August 2022, we told him, come, get the license. We told him, come, apologize to the other parties, give them a chance to their views. That's all we told him. We didn't say you cannot be given a license. So no one should lie to the public that UCC is against Dean exposing whatever stories he talks about. Our objective is to ensure that there is fair use of media space. Can you be responsible? Can you balance your views and allow parties to also give you their side of the story? So if Dean agrees and complies with that directive, obtains a license, UCC, our desire is to support him, get better, become professional, become accountable. Well, that's what we work for. We are here to help the industry grow.